Alright, today I'll be showing you how to make tomato and eggs. This should be about serving for about 4 to 5. What you'll need first is about 5 tomatoes, 6 eggs, some green onion, some sugar, and some chicken powder. And optionally you can have some fish sauce. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and start the frying pan and get that nice and hot. And while that's heating up, you can go ahead and start preparing your vegetables. So what you want to do is go ahead and chop the green onions nice and finely. You don't need to have too much, but just enough for your preference. I personally like a little bit more, so I'll go ahead and cut a little bit more. And how you want to cut the tomatoes is, you can go ahead and just get them in slices, but the key thing here is to kind of try and remove the stem, as this part is a little bit harder. So just keep that off to the side. As you can see, it's not super clean, but anyhow, when you cook tomato and egg, it all gets mushed up, and so it doesn't necessarily have to be super clean. Just trying to prep it so that it can cook a little bit faster as you're cooking it in the pan. Make sure you wash your vegetables ahead of time, so that when it comes down to pen to paper or you're on the board, you can just go ahead and get through things. The key thing here is you want to keep as much of the juice as possible. This dish should be more on the wet side, if anything. And we got the last tomato. So now that we have all that taken care of, as you can see, the pan's still heating up. We'll go ahead and crack these eggs. This came from a chicken, so sorry about the hair. If you ever want to make more or less, the general rule of thumb is you just want, for every egg you want to match, or every tomato you want to match with an egg plus 1. So I have 5 tomatoes here, and I'll do 6 eggs. Let's see. As you can see, the pan's starting to heat, so we'll go ahead and pour some oil in there. Give a little bit of time for the oil to heat up. Let's turn that down a little bit. As you can see, put it on medium. Too hot. We'll go ahead and beat this real quick. Now the key with the egg is you don't want to cook it too done. I like to put it on high heat and just kind of rotate it. But you just cook it just kind of enough to where it builds form, and you kind of finalize the cooking once you mix it with the tomato. So I kind of put it in too early, and you can see it's sticking to the bottom of the pan, but we'll just go ahead and scrape it from the bottom so it doesn't stick and burn. As you can see, it's starting to take its form. What you want to do is you want to try to fold it over itself so that it kind of forms a thicker egg. It kind of creates a better texture for the egg itself. As you can see. So as you can see, it's not all the way done, but it kind of has that texture to it. So we'll go ahead and take it out. We'll go ahead and add a little bit of oil, just enough to saute the green onion. Just want to go ahead and brown it. I'm gonna give a nice aroma off for the tomato and egg. Once you've kind of browned it, you can go and add all the tomato in. You want to bring it to a medium heat. You don't want to cook it too high, otherwise all the juice tends to evaporate. And what I like to do is just kind of slowly push the tomato, kind of help it cook a little faster. Really all you're trying to do is just cook it enough so that the skin kind of gets really soft and it's not hard anymore.